What's up guys, welcome to another video. So in this video I'm going to be talking about an issue with Joker's third variation. Now I didn't know this till yesterday, but this variation is completely and utterly busted, and I'm going to explain to you why. Now first things first, this variation gets absolutely ridiculous damage. Now that's not what particularly makes him busted, because other characters have this damage, but let me just show you. He has a 35% mid-screen combo and a 39% corner combo that only costs 1 bar. So of course his damage is pretty ridiculous, but fine. I mean, other characters have damage like that. Doesn't mean they're broken, but here's the issue with this character. And it all boils down to this special move right here. This move is completely busted, terribly designed, and I don't know what they were thinking with this special move. So okay, this move, it's really minus on block. It's minus 20, minus 19, depending how you hit it. But look at this pushback. Look at this spacing. The only characters that can get a punish from this range are Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, and maybe Kano, or characters that have a fast approaching special move. Otherwise, this move is completely safe, and if you get hit by it, you eat 35% damage every single time. Only costs 1 bar, and it's super easy to do. But then you may be thinking, well, okay, this move's a high, so if you were to do something like this, you can just duck the last hit and get a full punish. Now, if it were like that, I wouldn't be making this video, but it's not like that. Off a lot of Joker strings, his normals jail into that special move. So what that means is after, for example, I do something like this, they cannot duck that last hit. The string jails into the special move. So in order for me to prove that to you guys, I'm gonna have this character on duck. So off this string here, it does not jail. So you see, Cassie's able to duck it. But look at all these things that Joker can do where she cannot duck. He can do this string here, has to block it. This string here, he's gotta block it. Does this, has to block it. Does this, he's gotta block it. And the worst part, his best mid, guess what? It jails. Now that is absolutely ridiculous. There is no reason for a character just to be able to just throw out their special move that leads to so much damage with absolutely no consequence. Unless you're playing a handful of characters, Joker can just get away with all his nonsense and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And all those have pretty good pushback, but the one that has the most pushback is this right here. If he spaces that right, not even Liu Kang's fly kick can punish, only Sub-Zero slide's able to. So that means if Joker spaces out his normals correctly, only one character can actually be a threat to him. Only one character. Now granted, off this right here, more of the cast can punish it because that has the least pushback. So for example, Cassie's actually able to punish it by doing a micro dash and then do her forward 2. Which, okay, that's cool, but Cassie has some of the best mids in the game and she can barely get a punish. Of course, Sub-Zero and Liu Kang can punish that particular string, but like most of the cast can't punish it. So you're telling me Joker has a special move he can do off most of his strings, which is completely safe, and if you decide to try to take back your turn because you think maybe the Joker player is going to do a stagger, you're going to get hit by the special move, and that's 30%, 35%. It's ridiculous. Now you may also think, well, okay, whatever, that's not all that bad, you can just block this move, whatever, it resets neutral. But here's the bad part. It makes a stagger game absolutely ridiculous. Because Joker, he does not need to hit confirm for a combo. Because think of it this way. In any other Joker variation, if he wanted to hit confirm this, he would have to visibly see the first part to hit. And once he sees the forward 1 hit, he can confirm and go into his overhead string, for example. But let's say, for example, the Cassie player were to block the forward 1, but they would get hit by the follow-up 4. You can't react that fast with a hit confirm. Like, the human mind can't react that fast to react to just 1 hit into a special move. Like, you can't hit confirm that. It's just too fast. So let's say if the second part of the string would hit, you would already be confirming in your mind that they blocked the string, and let's say if they block the string, you go into the full one just to make yourself safe. But in this variation, you don't have to even worry about that. Whether they block the first hit, get hit by the second hit, or whatever, you don't really care. You can just go in to the special move every single time and if they get hit by any part of the string, that's a full combo. So the Joker player in this variation, they can just condition their opponent, do whatever string jails into it, just constantly just do that, pretty much spam it freely. And what does that do? It allows them just to stagger in your face, opens up their throw game, and it's completely ridiculous. His pressure is actually pretty freaking broken because you're so scared of getting hit. Because, okay, let's say the Joker player is just constantly staggering this mid right here. You're like, okay, you're going to be tired of it, and you're going to try to take back your turn. If you make the wrong read, and the Joker decides just to go into this special move, which again has absolutely no risk associated with it against most of the cast, you're going to eat 30% at least. And that is freaking stupid. Because any other character, let's say this move was unsafe. This is what most Jokers would do. If they're going to try to hit confirm and they see, okay, they blocked the first hit, they're going to go into this. And let's say if you were going to read that they're just going to do that stagger and then they decide to go into the full string. Well, okay, you're going to get hit by the last hit. Not really all that big of a deal. And whatever, you still get hit. They get their knockdown and they get to mix you up, whatever, that's fine. But in this variation, he don't got to worry about that. He can just go into this. You try to disrespect the stagger and guess what? You get 30% comboed. I know I keep saying that, but I want to drill that into your head how big of a deal this is. It forces you to be scared, locked up, because you don't want to get hit by that damage, because honestly, 2 combos and a couple grabs and you're dead. Now, a lot of characters have something like this. Like, they have a stagger like this, and they can decide to go into their special move, and if the opponent blocks it, they get punished. Which, that'll be fine if it was the case for Joker. Let's say if Joker, again, like, you block this string, and then he goes into the special move, let's say it catches you, it would be fine if it did all that damage. If on block, at least it'd be punishable. So it would at least be a risk for them to throw that move out there. But in this variation, there's no risk. There's no risk whatsoever. He can just throw it out there and he can get free staggers because of it. Because once he conditions you with this, like I said before, he can just stagger it and just get free grabs on you. And that's just scary pressure. And at some point, you're going to want to stop taking the throw because you don't want to be thrown non-stop. So that means you're going to start challenging. And if you just guess wrong, he's going to get you in a full combo. And that's so messed up because let's say if he just staggers and decides to block. Okay, whatever. Let's say Cassie responds with a forward 4. Okay, whatever. You block her string and then it's her turn to have pressure, but that's not really a big deal. Like, okay, whatever. I just lose my turn. But if the Cassie player guesses wrong, she gets full 30% comboed. How exactly is that fair? Taking back your turn and getting hit by a 30% combo, that's not a fair trade whatsoever. And you can't just sit there and block all day because Joker is just going to throw you all day. And there's only so many throws you can do. You get hit by 7 throws and you lose a round. So this blocking and trying to take the throw is not an option because you're going to eventually die. Now, one thing they can do to fix it is like from this strings, if they were to make it so that you can just duck the last hit, it wouldn't be a big deal. So then the mix-up would be like, okay, let's say do their mid. If they duck the hit, they get a full punish. Or if you decide to go to the full string, then you get a hit and then you get to reset your pressure, which that's still a good reward. Or again, if you just decide to stagger and the opponent is just sitting there ducking, by the time they react to you not doing the special move, you can do your stagger again. So then you can keep going with your pressure. But at least if you do the special move, there's some risk to it. There's some way for you to get punished. So this move needs to be either duckable but from all strings it can't be jailed into, or make it have a lot less pushback. Because I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to switch to Cassie and do the exact same situation. Okay, I'm doing my forward 4. I hit confirm. I see the forward 4 hits. Okay, cool. I go for a full combo. Bam. Great. Fine. Now let's say the opponent's blocking. Oh, I see they're blocking. Okay, I'm just going to stagger it and then, whatever, I lose my turn. The Joker can do crap like this. Oh, he can stagger like, oh, let me just go into this special move freely. You try to take back your turn, oh look, I get a full combo. But you see, Cassie's fair. You see in the bottom right, she's minus 29 and right in your face. So if she makes a stupid move like this, and that's a risk. She can get a full combo if you try to take back your turn. It's a legitimate risk. Has risk reward. She either gets a full combo or she gets comboed. Joker don't gotta worry about that. He can just, oh, you block? Oh, I'm just gonna go into this freely. Oh, I'm gonna go in this again. Oh, I'm gonna go back to my forward 2 again. Oh, you blocked. Okay. Oh, this time I'm gonna go for a grab. It's like, it's so dumb. There's no risk to it. It's completely brain dead. I'm telling you, like, I used to think his second variation was the best one because honestly, it is really good. It has a lot of setup potential to it, and honestly, it's a really good variation and it's pretty fun. But honestly, the strike throw game with this variation is just really stupid. So I want you guys to think for a second. Think of another character that can just do any kind of mid into a special move that leads to 35% damage, or at least 30% damage, that is completely safe against almost the whole cast. Think about it. Can you think of any other character that can do that? No other character has that. Or maybe some other characters have it that lead to some kind of damage, but not anywhere close to Joker's damage. So with Joker, just to recap, you have to just eat the stagger, get grabbed all day long, because if you try to challenge it at the wrong opportunity or at the wrong time, you're going to eat 30% damage. Or even if you have breaker, you're still going to eat like 150 to 200 after the uppercut. And then you have no defensive bar, and then guess what? You're in the same stagger throw situation where you guess wrong, and guess what? You eat 30% damage. And if you're in the corner, Joker has the same insane pushback in the corner. Doesn't really matter where he is, that pushback is real. And if he spaces it right, no character except Sub-Zero can punish it. Just think about the absurdity of that. It is absolutely ridiculous. So they have to fix this move. This move cannot jail. It has to be like this string where they can duck it every single time. There should be no reason that you can cancel your normals into a high special move and it jails. That should not be the case. Either make it so you can duck it or make it have a lot less pushback. And just one more example of the absurdity of this character. So he can do down 4 into the special move. Now granted, let me put the opponent to duck. If they were to block this low, yeah, they can duck the last hit and get a full punish, which is fine. That's cool. But check this out. Now I'm gonna have him duck still. If you get hit by this move, that jails. So if you get hit by his down 4, you have to eat this special move. And if you block his down 4, you have to worry about this move. Because if you try to take your turn after the down 4, because check this out. The down 4 is actually unsafe. Down 4 is minus 12. So you're like, well, let me try to take back my turn, because his down 4 is already godlike, which is fine. He needs a good down 4. That's fine. You try to take back your turn. Oh, bam. That's going to hit you. Oh my gosh, you got 35% combo just because you try to take back your turn. Now, in itself is not so bad. Like, other characters have that thing. Like, for example, Sindel in her first variation, she can do down 1 into the hair flip. And if you try to counter with a low poke, then you're going to get crushing blowed. And that's like a ton of damage. But guess what? She can only do that once. Joker can do this almost for free whenever he wants. Now, yeah, it is unsafe. I mean, you can duck the hands. But what does that mean? That means he can do down 4. You're worried about the hands. And he can dash up in your face. Either go for a throw or go for this. So you have to guess a 50-50. So if you decide to respect this move and he decides not to go for the hands, then you have to guess a 50-50 with a grab or a stagger, at which this stagger leads to safe combos, which again you have to guess, should I take back my turn or do I get hit by a 30% combo? Most of the time you're going to decide to block, which means Joker is just going to kill you with throws. And speaking of throws, in case you don't know, Joker has a glitch right now with his throws. Whether he does back throw or forward throw, you can only tech them with the forward throw button, which for me is triangle. Because normally, like if I press square, that techs back throws. So whether Joker does a back throw or forward throw, you can tech both with triangle, which normally only techs forward throws. Now that just shows you how unfinished this character is. I don't know if NRS doesn't playtest their games, but that's just... Okay, that throw is ridiculous. That's a little glitch. And this character's been out for over a week and they still haven't fixed that, which is kind of pathetic. Which, looking at stuff like that, I can see why they let this move go. They didn't realize how absurd this is. How can you have a move that's minus 20 and have that much pushback? Almost no character can punish that. That is freaking stupid. And like I said before, all they have to do to fix it is to make it so you can duck the last hit on any string or reduce the pushback. They have to pick one of those options, otherwise, I don't know, this character is going to be a menace. Well, anyway guys, that's about it for the video today. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys next time.